Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. I'm here with this Mike's Instant Movie Review. Of course, I'm trying to set up this lighting kit. Yeah, it's a kit. It's a fucking Dollar Tree light. But one of my viewers, I don't know if he was a subscriber or not, but I was doing one of these instant movie reviews um, maybe 8 months ago, and a viewer said in a comment, "Oh, you need a little strobe light. You need a little light on your face, buddy," because he was trying to enjoy the Mike's Instant Movie Review, and he was disconcerted by the lack of light. So, let there be light, okay? And you might be saying, "Well, gee whiz, where's your studio? Where's your fucking intro?" I don't do that. I don't play that game. I'm here to share with you my thoughts of Moonfall, and self-congratulatory openings or theme songs are not part of the agenda. It's just me telling you what I thought of this movie. Should you go see it? And I would say yes. I would say that if you like spectacle in cinema, if you like big-time movies, that this is a movie to go see. I do think this is the type of movie that you want to see on as big a screen as you can find in your vicinity. It's well worth the drive to the local theater to see it on the big screen. Now, I saw this on what they call the Dolby Digital screen here at the AMC Theater, but I can see this movie playing well in IMAXs and other such things. There is this theater in Yulee, Florida, that has what they call the Big D screen, and I'll be honest with you, within the first scene of this movie, I was already telling myself I'll probably go see this movie again. I think it's a movie that it's too bad it wasn't 1996. This would be something that could be released on the 4th of July weekend or Memorial Day weekend. It kind of has the feel of a summertime movie in the tradition of Armageddon, Will Smith, 1996. Independence Day. Actually, no, I had that reversed. Independence Day was a Will Smith one. Armageddon, I never saw in the theater. That was the Ben Affleck one with the Steven Tyler Aerosmith song. And what was the other one I was thinking of? Well, old school, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I think this movie kind of fits into that lineage, so to speak, of movies with these type of outer space themes. Seems like the natives are restless here, folks. So I don't know if I'm going to get shot or assassinated or whatever. But anyway, I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Uh, what else can I say about it? Patrick Wilson, it was kind of nagging at me. The lead, first of all, Halle Berry's in this thing. And I mean, I believe she's 53 years old, but she looks like she's 33. Really hasn't lost a step. And watching Halle, it took me about 5 minutes to recognize it was even her. I don't typically watch a lot of trailers or previews. I just go to the fucking movies and enjoy them. My buddy Bob's checking in. I'll get to his comment in just a moment. Halle Berry looked very gorgeous in this movie. 53 years old. I know that she and Elizabeth Hurley are kind of the dueling Instagram MILFs, as it were, or whatever the fuck. Let me see, buddy. I was thinking about Deep Impact, perhaps. Yeah, I didn't see that one, Bob. I think I might have seen Deep Impact. Was that taking place in the ocean? Was that some type of movie that there's like ocean type of thing and something like that? I believe I saw that. That's going back to 97, I want to say. I did see it. It's just in the corridors of my memory. Today was also a good day, Bob, if you happen to catch it or you want to watch the replay of my trip to the I am thinking of the abyss, buddy. God. The Fountain of Youth I went to today. That's why I look so youthful. The Fountain of Youth, St. Augustine, Florida. I did a nice live action. Dale F. Appel was involved. It was very exciting. Many people, Chungus, all types of people were in the interactive Mike Goes to St. Augustine. Going back to this film, Halle Berry looks great. It was Patrick Wilson. Okay, he's the lead guy in this thing. And I was trying to remember what's this guy in? Is he in the A Quiet Place movies? Like, what's this guy in? Well, he's the guy who's in all the Conjuring movies. The guy that plays the father in the horror movies, The Conjuring and Annabelle and all that crap. That's this guy. People are fucking texting me. I wish they'd stop, okay? Because I'm trying to do my goddamn live stream. I wish people would just leave me alone on their fucking text thread. But in any event, the movie was very good. Big time spectacle. If you can, see it on something like an IMAX or a Big D screen. Sweet Home Alabama. I'm not sure which. I mean, that's a nice Leonard Skinner song. Leonard Skinner's from Jacksonville, Florida, Bob. But also the movie Reese Witherspoon was in a movie called Sweet Home Alabama, which I don't think I saw. Although I am a fan of Reese Witherspoon, I don't think I saw that one. But this movie was quite good. And I would say this, folks, if you're comfortable going out in public, I know we're still in the middle of this worldwide situation and people have different comfort levels. But I'm telling you, if you go to a matinee film, especially, there's not a whole lot of people in the theater. Oftentimes, I'm the only person in these movie theaters. Tonight, there was actually a pretty decent crowd. Not as many people as I thought for an opening night, big movie. Maybe 20, 25 people in the theater. It was a big screen. Of course, they had this movie on like 3 or 4 screens at this theater. This theater has like 21 screens. So they had this one, Moonfall, on like 3 or 4 things. I could have seen it in IMAX, but I chose to see it in the Dolby Digital, which I really enjoy. The Big D, of course, I told you about, and the IMAX I like too. The good thing about the Dolby Digital is it also has the reclining chairs, whereas the IMAX, for whatever reason, does not have reclining chairs. Look at the size of my forearm. It's so huge. So what else, folks? Okay, so I'll go into the kind of the nuances and details. I'll try not to spoil it, but kind of like in the tradition of Independence Day and all these other movies, these, disaster movies, Twister, whatever. In all these movies, there's like the A story, the B story, and the C story. The A story is like humanity is going to die unless ... And then it's like these 2 or 3 people have to come together to save the whole world. And those 2 or 3 people have they have a child with a person they're separated or divorced from that they don't get along with. That always seems to be a storyline in these movies. Just think about the people who write these scripts or the executives that produce these movies. They must all come from broken homes or they're all divorcing their spouses, because it seems to be a common thread in these films that whoever's saving the world is like a divorced parent, and they're kind of on the phone a lot with the other parent, oh, tell him I love him, of course, and shit like that. So that's in this movie times 2. There's actually 2 of those situations. Like there's 2 of the whole divorced parents and the kids thing going on. There's 2 of those. Okay. There's also the we left someone behind, in the past thing. We let one of our compatriots die in space in the flashback stuff. But there's a whole, and then there's like the outsider, like the internet, the person who kind of represents the conspiracy theories and the YouTubers of the world. Like the Reddit guy, like he's the guy who knows what's going on with the moon before anyone else, the structuralist or whatever he calls it. So very interesting stuff, but they really, I think one thing I could critique this movie a tinge is it is the proverbial 12 pounds of shit in a 10-pound bag. Now, I made the mistake because I was trying to I was big high on this movie when I got out of the theater. I want to go see it again. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, etc. When I got on the computer here, the phone, to double check the name of Patrick Wilson, because I didn't want to say his name improperly. And I think John Bradley was the internet guy in the movie, and Halle Berry, of course, I knew her. She has top billing, by the way. I noticed that the Rotten Tomatoes scores and the Metacritics and the top headlines were kind of a negative towards this movie, and I don't understand it. I really don't. I think sometimes critics feel the need to be swarmy, or they need to feel more intelligent than the average asshole going to the movies. I found the movie to be very entertaining. Once again, though, if you wait for this thing on Netflix and chill or whatever the fuck you do, just sit on your ass watching a movie at home, If you're watching this thing on a 32-inch screen or a 50-inch screen, it's not going to be the same amount of enjoyment if you go to the cinema and see it on a big Dolby digital screen or a 3D, big 3D. I don't know if this movie is available in 3D. I don't think it is. But IMAX or what have you nots. You have to go to the theater, folks. I mean, I just don't know what else to say. I say it all the goddamn time. That's why I do these Mike's Instant Movie Reviews. I'm trying to percolate and plant some seeds with people to actually go to the fucking theater and buy a goddamn ticket and see the fucking movie on the way it should be seen on the big screen. Okay? And you say, well, it's so expensive, blah, blah, blah. Well, they have all these goddamn subscription plans now. AMC has one, Regal has one. All these theater companies have these subscription plans. You can see all the movies you want for less than $25 a month. They're not paying me a commission for all these goddamn propagandas I'm giving them. They should, okay? Single-handedly saving the film industry. What else? So that's about it, folks. I mean, Halle Berry looking very nice. Years ago, I was in Los Angeles. Long story short, I was in a vehicle. My uncle or whatever the fuck was driving it. And he's, we're driving around like the rich part of LA, like the Beverly Hills area. And he puts the brakes on. And this woman was walking her dog across the street, right in front of our car in this like ritzy neighborhood. And I could have been wrong, but I thought it was Halle Berry walking a dog. So I don't know if that was actually her or not. And, we didn't pull over and talk to the lady. I mean, obviously she's walking her dog. But I always wondered if it was Halle Berry walking her dog that crossed our path. What else can I say? I had a horrible experience. I was trying to get some fucking food, some protein in my system. I knew this movie was going to be 2 hours and 10 minutes long, 20 minutes of previews. I had preemptive eating. I knew that I was hungry, a tinge, and then I'd get hungrier in this course of the film. So I said, well, I better buy myself a fucking quarter pounder with cheese in order to curb my appetite. Well, I did such a thing. I went through the drive-thru. It was a whole god-awful disaster. I tried to order a fucking unsweetened iced tea. Well, the guy hands me a fucking Coca-Cola, okay, which is sugar and corn syrup. He hands me the Coke. I say I wanted unsweetened iced tea. And it became a whole big goddamn fallacy. Then he's like asking me what I ordered. I just gave him my fucking receipt. I'm like, do I have to do everything? Do I have to hop into the McDonald's and make the food for myself? Then they fucking, I ordered two, like it was a deal of some kind. The two fucking pies, the fucking rhubarb or the cherry pies or whatever the fuck it is. The raspberry pie, strawberry and cream pie. I ordered two. The motherfucker gave me one. Okay. I customized my quarter pounder with cheese. I told him to hold the mustard, hold the fucking salt. I don't need salt on the fucking burger. The guy gives me the unsweetened iced tea with no fucking ice in it. The only upshot to that is that now it's not watered down because this is like 3 hours ago. It's been sitting in my car waiting for me to finish it. And I always get concerned with this fucking McDonald's unsweetened iced tea because I feel that it's sweetened. I feel like they sweeten their unsweetened iced tea like it's not even unsweetened iced tea, that it's fully sweetened. Now I have to have this come to Jesus meeting with myself. Do I send an email to fucking McDonald's trying to get my fucking rhubarb pie credit, or do I just let it go? You know what I mean? I know this kid is 15 years old and he's got his first job at McDonald's and blah, blah, blah. And I shouldn't try to fuck with him, but I just want my goddamn rhubarb pie or whatever the fuck. So that's it, folks. Moonfall. Yes, I would go see the movie. I think it's enjoyable. Thanks, Bob, for all your wonderful comments. If you are bored, if you need something to do tonight, folks, I know that the storm is coming in through New England, parts of Texas and so forth. Here in Florida, it's fine. I mean, it's a little fucking windy, but I'm fine. And I suggest you go back and you watch my visit to Ponce de Leon, to St. Augustine, okay, the Fountain of Youth. And if you're bored with that, you can do something else. You can watch The Impeccable, 5 award-winning film that I created, Blood Sugar Sedase, all the wonderful things. Disregard the Vampire, Mike Messier documentary, my pro wrestling rants, the Suicide Girls. The new thing here on the Mike Messier, subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel is, of course, The members only area, the Mikey Tiers. Mikey Tiers, only 99 cents a month. Support the channel and get access to videos you won't see anywhere else. Too hot for YouTube, too hot for subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. The Mikey Tiers members only section with the suicide girls and all types of scandalous clad things and wrestling and all types of crap. So that's it. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. Good night.